Right, Tron Aries, movie I'm personally actually looking forward to. Yes, I know, shocking. A movie which I'm excited about. I really like Tron Legacy. I really like Tron. Really like Tron Legacy. I've said it many times. I've gone on record and I say it again. I think Tron Legacy is actually one of the last great Disney films. Shoot me. All right? Shoot me. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I love Tron Legacy. I think it's epic. Disney hired Daft Punk to do the soundtrack, the score. I mean, that's mental. For Tron Aries, Disney has hired 9 Inch Nails. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited. You young whippersnappers, you might not even know who 9 Inch Nails are. You might be like, what's that? Something down at Home Depot? That's something at B&Q? No, mate. It's an epic band. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to this. Empire Online, or Empire Magazine, has had an interview discussion with the director, and he's revealed and teased some story bits. Because that trailer that released was probably the best trailer that we've had in modern times. I know, this is high praise from me, I know. But I know nothing of the story. I know nothing at all. That trailer didn't tell me anything, just that it's basically an invasion movie. And that it's got epic music and some great visuals. That was it. So we're learning a little bit more from interviews now. So that's what we're going to cover today. Hit subscribe if you are a returning viewer that's not yet subscribed. It'd be great to have you here more often. And also, guys, if you want to personally support me a little bit further, the best way to do it is via my clothing brand. Yes, I have a clothing brand. It's all classic car related. I'm a classic car head. It's called Retro Classics. It's linked down below. Do check it out. You might like it. You might not. But consider supporting. If you like it, obviously. Anyway, let's take a look. So we've got a new look image at Jared Leto. FYI, I hate Jared Leto. I hate him. But even in this, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it, okay? So, this is a headline really caught my attention. Tron Aries, Jared Leto's antagonist is like Pinocchio, says director. He wants to be a real boy. Now, we've heard that this isn't really a continuation, but kind of is a continuation of Tron Legacy. It's not a reboot. So maybe this is related to Korra and the ISOs. Maybe it is. Maybe this is related to that. So let's take a look and see what he says. Who's ready to go off grid for the first time in 15 years? Mad that it's 15 years ago. Tron Legacy came out. So Tron fans are about to return to the world they love. One that began all the way back in 1982 and belatedly continued in 2010's Tron Legacy. Now the saga finds new life in Tron Aries, an evolution of the story that, rather than plunging audiences into a digital landscape, is busting the ones and zeros into our world. Chief among them, Jared Leto's Aries, the titular character who busts out of the grid and into reality with nefarious intent. Okay. Because Aries is obviously the god of war, isn't it? Right? So, okay, that's interesting. So it says, not to be too cliched, but I always thought about him a bit like Pinocchio, says director Joaquin Roning. Aries wants to be a real boy. As a piece of coding turned flesh, he has a unique perspective on the world. We talked a lot about him almost being an infant, discovering the world for the first time, and how we wanted the audience to see the world through his eyes. The little things that we take for granted or don't see anymore. That was important. And then a bigger theme for the film is what it takes, what it means to be human, especially in this case because he's a computer program. Now that, I think, is an interesting concept. I always like these movies. I like a movie that challenges our concept of, the human condition. I find them fascinating because every single movie does it differently. Generally speaking, if they're good anyway. If they're worth their salt, they do it differently. What it means to be human. What's this? What's that? I'm excited for this. I think this is great. I'm well excited. I'm well up for this. Anyway. So the nature of Aries and his presence in reality isn't the only evolution in Tron Aries. He even gets his own triangular identity disc in an upgrade from the typical circular accessories. It's definitely a weapon, Ronin teases. So it kind of makes sense why he's got a triangular one now. If everyone else has circular ones and he's got a triangular one, then it's more combat ready. So he says this, and it's just a superior disc. Don't worry though, Tron purists standard circular discs, see, told you, will be present too. When you're a part of a franchise, you want to evolve the design, although I'm sure people are going to freak out that it's not round. Oh no, but we have round discs as well, he says. Take it easy. I'm well excited for this. So, a few things that I wanted to sort of take a look at here. Because it does say he has nefarious intent. So he busts out of the grid into reality with nefarious intent. So is he leading the charge from the grid? Because what Jodie Turner-Smith... Now, Jared Leto is our main character, but he's also viewing the world through... We're viewing the world through his eyes. So he can't be a purely evil character, although he has nefarious intent. One would imagine that that's going to be flipped on its head at some point. And he sort of sees what it is to be human. Because he wants to be human. So do you see what I mean? He's not going to destroy the world that he wants to be a part of, is he? So although he has nefarious intent, one would imagine he begins to... And I'm only guessing. He begins to find his footing with humans and wants to be a part of them. And then Jodie Turner-Smith's character, which is the antagonist, I would imagine, we don't know, is then going to try and capture him back. But then we've still got Flynn. He's a part of this somehow. We heard his voice. There's an interview where he says that he's, actually has worked alongside Jared Leto. So it's not just a voice, the dude himself. Not just a voice, Flynn is in the movie. And I did wonder, my thought when I was watching the trailer was, has Flynn now become the ghost in the machine? Is Tron going to be in this? Is Tron who we see being rebuilt on a plinth in the trailer? Maybe. I have no idea, but this is an interesting one to do some theory videos on, I think. So I'd love to hear your personal thoughts. Drop it down below. Are you excited for this or not? Love to hear your thoughts. Take care. Bye-bye now.